Hey Aquarius, how are you doing? This reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Aquarians? What do you need to know? What do you need to see if your high is good? Present time, the 10 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What's coming towards you? The Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What you are focused on is the 7 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. In your blockage is the Emperor, Major Arcana 4, Aries. Also read that as Scorpio. And your outcome is the 6 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, Aquarius, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, yes, is your big old house, your white picket fence. This can also be something about abundance, prosperity, or something about legacy, luxury. This could be inheritance. That can also be something about on the road to retirement, retiring your old job, or something new coming in. Now, the Ace of Pentacles can be a windfall. It's tangible. It's something you can taste, touch, and feel and get your hands on. A new house, new job, new commitment, new career path. I'm also getting something about getting out in the community, being in good company. So what is the 10 of Pentacles? And the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is diligent, loyal, hardworking. There also could be something you're doing in the community, or there's something about a good investment. Knight of Pentacles can also be my all work and no play, makes Johnny a dull boy. So there could be an element of too heavy work focus at this time. And what's coming towards you is another opportunity. But in your focus is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is the vending machine card. It means you're going to a vending machine and there's all these choices and options. Choices and options, not everything that glitters is a golden opportunity. This is also about you fantasizing and dreaming of what it is that you want. So there is something about being loyal to yourself, or there's something about, I want somebody loyal, hardworking, reliable. Now, this could be a friend, a family member. 7 of Cups can also be limerence and fantasy. So there is something about, make sure your words and actions match. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Because Ace of Pentacles is only potential unless you are consistent. And the 5 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the 5 of Pentacles could be a situation where there might be something that costs you more money. There's something here that's going to cost you more money, and might be afraid that you cannot pay this amount. So let's just say that you've been offered a job somewhere else, and where you are, you have friends, family, and loved ones, and there's loyalty here. This feels like where you're going, you might have to be on your own. 5 of Pentacles also could be scarcity. Cautious and scared. 5 of Pentacles, cautious and scared of this new opportunity. So again, you don't have to take it. Let's just see what this 7 of Cups is. You got mixed feelings, mixed emotions, and when emotions are running extremely high, intellect is very low to make that cognitive decision. I'm also getting something about all work is actually burning you out. So there's a deposit. You need to make another deposit on going out and doing something fun. And the Strength card. Overcoming any kind of fantasy or an illusion. There's something about being more observant of your fantasy. Something you think is a fantasy can actually be a reality. Seven of Cups can also be procrastination. Procrastination is the dream killer. It's like, I'm afraid to take this new opportunity because it might cost me more money. But your outcome is the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is about a raise, a promotion. You know, I've been very loyal and diligent to this work, this company. What if I ask them for a raise? Are they going to fire me? No, the worst case scenario, they can say no. Five of Pentacles can also be a codependency, abandonment issue, afraid to lose, afraid to miss out. This is about you overcoming procrastination and becoming more confident, making some kind of bold, brave move. You're going to pick something out of this choice. But again, not everything that glitters is golden. So you're going to have to sift and sort. Strength card is also about internal strength. Becoming mental resilience with your fantasies and illusions or thoughts. That can also be your own procrastination. Procrastination, you're missing out on opportunities. Possibly. Your blockage. The Emperor. Now, the Emperor, yes, could be a father figure, a person of authority. Maybe this is your boss. Maybe you work with your father. This can also be a situation where foundation stability. This could be somebody also legal, something legal, not in your hands. So focus on what is in your hands at this time. What is in your hands at this time and going well. And what is not in your hands, don't fret about it right now. You know, that Emperor energy can be really rigid and, you know, controlling. My way or the highway. Somebody here has a different vision of a situation than you do. What is this Emperor? This person, extremely stubborn. And the King of Wands. Yeah, my way or the highway. This is like double my way or the highway type of an energy. So again, go back to focus on the things that you can control. Be kind, gentle, and soft with yourself. And again, not everything that glitters is golden. Because the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles together is the Six of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles is reciprocity, sharing and caring, giving and receiving. So always watch what you're giving to and what you're getting back in returns. King of Wands is also somebody who is thirsty or wanting validation and or approval. So there might be something that you do want approved or passed. And you're like afraid that it's not going to get passed, or you like a bill almost. Okay, well, Six of Wands is your outcome. Six of Wands is about hitting some kind of midpoint or milestone and setting yourself free. It is also about promoting yourself, putting yourself out there. But there's a level of fear of what people think. So that's why you're being cautious. I'm afraid I'm not going to make the right choice. You're never making the wrong choice, but the my way or the highway kind of a situation, person in the blockage, I would not be dealing with that character. It's control, control, control. Somebody also is playing it too safe. So you're playing it too safe, or somebody around you is playing it too safe, so you're missing out on opportunities. Six of Wands could be pride and ego. Strength card, pride and ego. This could be a battle of an ego battle between you and another person. So the longer that this procrastinates or goes on, the more money you might be losing rather than it is accumulating. A good investment. And the Six of Cups. Successfully overcoming some kind of past situation. Now, I'm also getting something of what goes around comes back around to you. The opportunity of something here tangible is coming back around to you. 7 of Cups. Fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of what you want is strong. But procrastination and codependency is higher. So therefore, overcoming any kind of codependency and putting yourself out there, promoting yourself, being in the spotlight, getting a lot of attention. 6 of Cups is also about play. Time to go out and have fun and play. Nostalgic thoughts of the past, reminiscing when times were good, when times were fun, when times were easy. You could also be looking at a circumstance or a situation that was way better than it actually was. Could have been dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, possibly an Aries, more Aries. Aries is that Mars energy. And this could also be like women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Like, so you're not getting each other is because they have a different way of thinking. So what is this 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles? A good investment, or you have a lot, you've accumulated a lot. You know, this could be the last payment on your, you know, home, paying off your home. And the Knight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so somebody here wants to go extremely fast. And the other person is more cautious, more thorough. Knight of Pentacles can also be something about perfectionism. Like somebody around you wants something to be perfect, or maybe you do. And there is something of a situation where perfectionism is actually getting in the way. Something here is dragging on. Knight of Swords is communication coming in out of left field, but it's coming from a person who is an investment or a good investment. Stay on task, laser focus. There's some kind of short window that is coming for you, and you have to make a split decision. Is this good for me? Well, we're going to find out. Because Knights are messengers. They're bringing in something in. It's information. And you could be absorbing information like a sponge. So really, what is this Ace of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles? Feeling pulled back into some kind of situation. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords could be avoiding on taking new opportunities because there is something about codependency. Now, codependency is either robbing your time, energy, and focus. 7 of Swords can also be somebody who plays the victim. So somebody here could be like, boo-hoo, poor, poor me, poor, poor me. The villain playing the victim. Okay. 7 of Swords is also sloppy thinking. Sloppy thinking, sloppy work ethic, an embarrassing secret. Or somebody here has a hidden agenda or a motive to get back into your good graces. But I'm telling you, it's my way or the highway. Now you could be in that element and again, and it's going against you or another person. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is fantasizing, daydreaming, and visualizing of what you want. There's something about overcoming some kind of limerence or fantasy. Of like, oh, I'm going to lose all my money if I take something new. Or if I relocate. There's something about avoiding on a situation that made you feel empty in the first place. 7 of Cups and Strength card. And the High Priestess. Mystery or secrecy. So this is about you trusting your own intuition here, Aquarius, and relying less on what tarot is telling you. Because the 7 of Cups is like somebody giving you all these mixed feelings or mixed emotions and some kind of fantasy that they have put together. So I always be really careful when I watch tarot. Because the High Priestess is about, yes, you have your own intuition, to trust your gut feelings. There's some kind of strong intuition. The veil is going to be thin for you to see. If you didn't see before, you're going to see it now, whether this is your own behavior or somebody else. Okay? The High Priestess, secrecy, not talking, not talking. So again, Seven of Swords, not talking about the Five of Pentacles, which could be owing money, something about money. And when you get a lot of sevens in the reading, sevens are to focus on your journey and where you are going and growing, and less on what other people are doing, because it's distracting you. I'm also getting something about like procrastinating on taking action in some kind of area because of watching too much tarot. There's too much tarot watching here. Secret. Your secret fantasy, you could have this in reality, but you still have to take action. And you're like, yeah, but I'm afraid of starting something new. Okay, well, there's the Emperor and the King of Wands. That's the my way or the highway energy. If you want to read about the Emperor in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, you'll find out what that means. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Major Arcana for the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune in the upright is taking some kind of action. This is some kind of karmic cycle. So this isn't your first rodeo with this person, with this scenario. You can take a different avenue or go back around in another karmic cycle until you learn the lesson. This is also somebody who has bad finances or made a bad investment. But their pride and ego is too big to come out with it. That's why that Seven of Swords is there. Seven of Swords is a master manipulator. It's somebody who also can be very persuasive. So somebody here has a hidden agenda or a motive to have something. But why do you want something? You have to know why you want something. Because the Wheel of Fortune is also stagnancy and stuck because of either you are in a mindset of, no, it has to be all my way or the highway. Well, if you take the highway, you're going to have to be alone. And being alone could actually work against you. So how can we get all on the same page? And something about, again, seeing false hope and watching a lot of tarot. Just be really careful about watching tarot about being gullible of, yeah, I know your exes come back tomorrow and, they're loyal. They're going to put in all the work and they're never going to cheat. They want you 100%. They're going to wife you up. I'm just telling you, we're not being gullible here. We're all mature adults. But something here, this is not lucky, right? I don't feel lucky. But really, you're dodging a bullet. So, it can also be a friend. Slow down. And Knight of Swords, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, is slow and steady wins the race. This is the knight that makes it over the finish line. It's also asking you to finish what you have started, because you have that Knight of Swords, which Knight of Swords can be very impulsive and reckless. It means somebody who is trying to like push something or force something to happen. Again, it's going to backfire. Somebody, their words, sloppy words. And this could be your own or somebody around you. Six of Wands and Six of Cups. Okay. Overcoming some kind of past pattern. Or this can also be Getting the recognition you deserve. And the 10 of Cups. Well, you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, okay? So, something about be bold, making a bold move. There's a level of codependency here. Somebody either wants money or wants you to stay here, or something here is like stagnating your money, stagnating your growth. And again, procrastination. Now, 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. This is about financial recovery, returning to good health and healing, and something about getting out into a different community. Be around situations, people, scenarios that are equal give and take, not my way or the highway. Because if you think that you are controlling this wheel, this can also be somebody who made a big, huge purchase. Again, somebody bought a big vehicle. Well, I don't know if this person can even afford the payment on the vehicle. Maybe they're embarrassed about it. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. But 7 of Swords, not talking about it. High Priestess, not talking about it. Strength card, not talking about it. You fantasize and dream about it. So there's still a level of like, I'm afraid that somebody is going to abandon me. But you're already alone, so you've got nothing to lose. Put yourself out there. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. But there's something about overcoming or telling yourself a new story. Like the old story is dead, of like, oh, well, in the past, because, right, this karmic cycle, it means some kind of communication, or in the past, I have been in a relationship that has been very controlling. Okay, well, if you keep giving that meaning, you keep it alive. You have to kill it. Of like, no, I know that there's good people out there. I know that there's happy people and happy relationships, uplifting each other. Yes. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday times together. This does not have to be love. It could be just a family member or a friend or somebody who is your right-hand man, your right-hand woman. Maybe you're going with your colleague on vacation. And then it says, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So Knight of Swords is trying to push and force some kind of commitment. Like, I need this loyalty. I need this to be this way. So it will backfire, right? Zero Fs. Disregarded, unfazed, unbothered, and carefree. Yes. This is how you have to get in of like, okay, this person is this person. I can't control them of what they're doing, but I can control my attitude, my behavior, and what I think about my own self. That's what you have control over. Spilling the beans, revealing secrets, cats out of the bag, untrustworthy. So somebody here is spilling the beans, and again, it's embarrassing. You can just observe the behavior. On blast, outing personal information, being called out, and public humiliation. Humiliation humbles a person. So somebody who's on their high horse over here, who's my way or the highway, it's going to humble the shish out of this person. Seems like some kind of vehicle. Also, chasing this person, right? See how this Alice is chasing? This is a runner-chaser dynamic. Don't chase this person down. Allow it to come to you. The High Priestess is a feminine energy of a knowing. Even if you're just fantasizing and dreaming of wanting, you know, your big old house and, you know, a luscious community, just hold that vision. Salty feeling wronged, bitter, and dramatic and jealous. So somebody could also be quite salty and pissed off, right? My way or the highway. Body shaming, low self-worth, negative body image, feeling judged. So if there is, and you do have frenemies here, so pay attention to the company you keep as well at work. It says fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions, okay? And then you do have the body shaming. So be around people who are a positive influence. Like I have a few people that are around me who constantly are always, I'm fat, I'm ugly, oh, I feel so fat, I feel so bloated, I'm always fat. And then me being around them, I really started to get really insecure about myself. But I realized that I was absorbing their insecurity. I never felt that about myself before, but then when I was hanging around them, so I was always paying attention to the company you keep, right? And stop comparing yourself to people. People are just people. People don't care, just you care. Boom, new home, new attitude. You've got the money. I know you're afraid to do it. But somebody here might think you're making a bad investment. It could also be my way or the highway type of a person. Like maybe your father, a person of authority. Lily, spiritual love. Pig, beware of greed. So be wary of the selfish, greedy pig. It means that, you know, not everything that glitters is golden. So if you want to say, oh no, this person's just so great, I just love this person, this person's just so my way or the highway, you know, this person's so controlling, I just love how controlling they are, they're so great. This is a big fat piece of dog crap on the side of the road, and you're like trying to convince somebody that this is good, right? So beware of greed, beware of selfish, greedy pigs, right? You can't put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. So if you already learned this karmic cycle, close it out. Peacock, beware of great pride. So not everything that is flashy. So if you see somebody driving around down the road with their big old Cadillac, that person is a big fat debt. And they know they made a bad investment. They're not going to admit it. Their pride and ego is too big. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. There's also something about like moving where there will be a chime. Something about you'll be hearing chimes. I'm also hearing trains. So like outside my window here, outside my door, I hear all the boats on the water. So there could be something about like being close by the water, or like a train. So you'll hear the train's chimes. And kite, vacation. Yeah, you're gonna need one after this. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Take that vacation. And it could be far away. You could be going from like, I have no idea, here to China, here to Australia. Like you need to go somewhere, experience it, because when you have that kind of experience, you're going to come back here. And, you know, I went to Bali for 3 weeks. And my experience in Bali was, these people are just people and they live off the land. So there wasn't any sugar. There wasn't any kind of this, well, there's junk food and stuff like that. But when I came back, I was not adulting very well. I was having tantrums on the floor, and I could not believe of how much work people actually did. That is how much sometimes people really need to get away to have some kind of experience and then come back and be like, I'm working way too much. And it's not about working smarter. It's about working harder. It's about working smarter. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And If you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.